Hajia Halima Iliya declined to identify the states, but the commander of the National Safe Schools Response Coordination Center, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Hamed Aboduri, said they included Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Benue, Yobe, Katsina, FCT, Kebbi, Sokoto, Plateau, Zamfara, and 3 others. No fewer than 465 pupils, teachers, and women abducted in the past week are still in the custody of their captors. 15 pupils of an Islamia school in Sokoto State were kidnapped in the early hours of Saturday, less than 72 hours after 287 school children and teachers were abducted from the LEA primary school and the government secondary school both at Kuriga in the Chikun local government area of Kaduna State. However, 28 of them were on Sunday reported to have escaped, 259 in captivity. A few days before the Kaduna incident, 200 female internally displaced persons were taken away by terrorists in Borno State. The women were kidnapped in Ngala, the headquarters of Gambaru Ngala in Borno State, while fetching firewood in the bush. On Sunday, there were reports that 9 of them had regained freedom, left with 191 in captivity. On Thursday last week, bandits abducted an undisclosed number of people in the Goningora community in the same Chikun local government area of Kaduna, prompting residents to barricade the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway in protest. As a response to the April 2014 abduction of the Chibok schoolgirls, the Safe Schools Initiative was launched by the United Nations Special Envoy for Global Education, Gordon Brown, alongside the Nigerian Global Business Coalition for Education and private sector leaders at the World Economic Forum Africa. The initiative entails a combination of school-based interventions, community interventions to protect schools, and special measures for at-risk populations. The federal government inaugurated the Safe Schools Fund with a $10 million contribution and another $10 million pledge from the private sector. In further support for the program, the federal government budgeted 15 billion naira for the SS1 in the 2023 fiscal year. Speaking on the program in an interview, Iliya explained that the implementation of the SSI had started in several states. Responding to questions on what was being done to fortify schools against bandit attacks, she said the project has taken off and has commenced implementation in 2023 with the flag of the National Safe Schools Response Coordination Center, which they intend to replicate at state and local government levels. In response to the development, the coordinator explained that state governors had expressed plans to provide funding for the SSI for the production of pupils and teachers in the identified locations. She added, some states have made provision for the Safe Schools program in their 2024 budgets in line with the national plan. Iliya further disclosed that the Federal Ministry of Education and the NSCDC had conducted some training for their men, adding that the Nigerian police had trained senior officers, including all divisional police officers across the country, on safe schools. According to her, the security forces have commissioned equipment that would be deployed to various state commands for the operation. She said data of at-risk schools from 14 states, including the FCT, have so far been collected for intervention. Defense Headquarters and DSS, Department of Security Services, are expected to mainstream safe schools through capacity building of their officers. 15 billion naira was provided and released. Oluwatoye Oyedola reporting for BTV News.